From Colorado's high-definition news leader, this is 9 News at 10.
They took his life for nothing, you know? I lost a brother.
A decision by one of Denver's 911 dispatchers comes into question tonight after he told the victim of a crime to go back to the place where a group of 4 men threw beer bottles at his car. Jimma Raitt was gunned down at the intersection of 29th and Sheridan early this morning. 9 News reporter Kevin Torres is there for us tonight. And Kevin, you talked to Jimma's family. What are they saying about this dispatch call?
Well, Cheryl, they want to listen to the 911 tape. As of this afternoon, the manager of the dispatch center said that he hadn't even had a chance to listen to it yet, but he says that he is taking this very seriously. He also admitted that the dispatcher did indeed tell Jimma and his brothers to return to the scene, albeit not knowing exactly what would transpire once they got here. Jimma fled war-torn Sudan more than a decade ago, hoping to start something new.
He was a good guy, you know, good loving guy.
Life.
They took his life for nothing.
He came here for a better life.
So we came here to look for safe haven and opportunities.
Each life takes us down a different path.
We have hope.
With new beginnings and ultimately different endings.
No one could ever imagine, you know, seeing my brother getting killed like this.
21 and 25, 10th and Sheridan, and 10 and Sheridan. Report of shots heard.
4:15 this morning.
I'm furious. I'm furious.
A group of brothers, including Jimma, found themselves in a bad situation. They said a group of men harassed them and threw bottles at their vehicle. It was clear the men were looking for trouble.
All 4 of them just got out of the car and they started throwing beer bottles at the car.
The group took off and eventually lost the men who were following them. They called 911. A dispatcher told them to return to the area where the men harassed them to wait for an officer. The brothers said they didn't feel safe, but went anyways. They ran into the other men yet again.
They just got out of the car and then Disease yelled out, "Hey, they got guns, they got guns." And then we started running. The next thing I knew, I heard like 3 gunshots. Bam, 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 bam. And then they dropped him. One hit him in the back.
He ran back to Jimma.
I got to him, I knelt down. I did the same thing. Come on, Jimma. Come on, get up. We gotta go home. We gotta go home. He couldn't wake up.
Why the dispatcher told them to return to the scene when the men didn't feel safe is something the manager of the dispatch center couldn't even answer.
It's a very sad situation, and we're apologetic for what it appears that may have happened.
After learning that, you know, the 911 dispatcher told them to go back where they were being threatened with a gun. And then that's, you know, ridiculous. And I'm so mad. I'm so mad right now.
The 911 dispatch center says since the men called 911 from Lakewood, that's why they asked them to return to Denver to meet up with the officer. There are instances where an officer would actually go out to a different area, but they said that since this didn't seem to be a serious crime, they thought, why not bring the men back over there? Cheryl, on a side note, the officer of the manager of the dispatch center rather, said that he hadn't had a chance to talk to the dispatcher yet who made that call. That'll likely happen tomorrow. So as of right now, the dispatcher has not been suspended. Also, you'll recall back in December, there was a Sudanese man who was gunned down outside of his Aurora home. It turns out that that is actually Jimma's uncle.
Family has been through so much there. Kevin Torres reporting for us. Thanks, Kevin.
He's in the mode that